with the heat and with the rice. It's a puzzle of protein. Time for the broth. Ooh, it smells like a nice beef crock pot. Now it's time to introduce some new ingredients. Up first, the carrot. Next up, he's putting in raisins. And now he leaves for a cigarette. So I thought he was coming out here for a smoke, but no, he came out here to light up the gas stove.
The stove slowly heats up. Finally, the rice, the true hero of this operation, marches to the front lines. Salt and cumin follow as reinforcements. Now, the fire does its work. Afghanistan's pulao comes in many forms, each with its own meaty twist. But this one is the crown jewel, rich, meaty rice cooked to perfection.
2 hours has passed, and at last it is time to reveal the final pulao product.
This is Kabuli pulao.
The rice has steamed up beautifully. Look at these long grains, raisins, the carrots. Now he is making my portion of pulao, the biggest portion possible on this platter right here. Starts with steamed rice. He hits it with that giant piece of beef, and then he puts some smaller pieces of beef on the outside. Slowly, he starts to reveal the carrots and raisins. And that, my friends, is the final product. It looks amazing. Let's go try it out. All right, folks, our final meal of the day, here it is, Afghan pulao. The way they prepared it here, it's pretty different than what I've seen in other locations. It's more simple, but I love what they're doing with these big chunks of beef, and that is what we're gonna be building up to for this meal. We have the pulao, but we have a couple other things here too. First of all, a pickled vegetable. We'll try that later. Right here, Uzbek bread. So I've actually seen this type of bread being made before in Uzbekistan. It's gorgeous. Then there's a plate of beans. Probably they mix this with the rice, but I'm just gonna go beans. British people will go crazy for this. It's just beans from a can. Let's get into our pulao, our most expensive meal of the day. This is a double portion and it costs only $10. That's remarkable. Ideally, you want that rice to be absolutely saturated in the fat from the beef and the oil. This place, they are so proud of their oil. The oil they're using, sesame oil. That is what makes this place stand out from the others. The raisins just offer this hit of sweetness. It pairs perfectly with that really heavy rice. The carrot looks beautiful. I'm a big fan. Next, I want to get into smaller pieces of beef. It's so tender, and the fat and the tissues have really broken down, but I gotta say, it's not much flavor. Let's hit it with a little bit of salt. Pablo Escobar over here. Some red chili powder, and a mystery powder. Now we're gonna take another piece. The salt and the seasonings just bring out even more flavor. That's exactly what it was missing. Before we get to this giant piece of meat, I do want to try this. A pumpkin pickle. I've never heard of anything like it. I didn't know a pumpkin could be a pickle. It tastes like a Korean radish that's been boiled. Very sour, one note. It's a nice contrast to everything here. To wash it down, we've got this. Wow. Let's see what wow tastes like. Oh, okay. This is Afghan Mountain Dew. Very sugary. Kind of goes nice with something like this. Next, the meat. The meat is just literally fall off the bone soft. So I'm gonna take a little bit of rice in my hand, some raisins, put the meat on top of it. This is a very good day. Amazing. And that meat is just so beefy, so fatty. Hi.
Unknown to me at the time, my new neighbor to the right is a member of the Taliban.
How you doing?
With his rifle resting just out of frame.
Salam.
Salam to you.
Thank you.
Perhaps that explains why he keeps stealing glances at my crew and me.
How you doing? Are we interrupting you? Okay. This is obviously meant for a group, but I feel like an Afghan king right now. And the bread? I bet it's delicious. So that is Afghan pulao, and that is our 8th and final street food of the day. But we still have one thing left to do, and that is adding up all the food throughout the day to see if we spend over $100.
After a day of eating, I didn't come close to hitting my goal of $100. So now it's time to step it up.
This is where the meat really comes to life. You can order heart, you can order liver, you can order sheep, and these meat masters will absolutely make a work of art out of your skewer.
Next, I'll be touring local eateries.
I like that.
Working my way up to Afghanistan's luxurious restaurant for millionaires.
Everything is golden. There are chandeliers everywhere.
But first, some slightly more affordable Afghan fast food.
Good morning and welcome to another beautiful day here in Afghanistan. Today I plan on showing you 4 different levels of food at 4 different price points here in the capital city of Kabul. In our last episode, it was all about the street food. We're getting down and dirty in the alleyways and the markets, getting some of the cheapest food this country has to offer. But this time, it's all about the restaurants. Behind me, our first location. Here they're serving something called an Afghan burger. Is it gonna resemble a burger? Absolutely not. Let's go check it out. This is what Afghanistan calls a burger. This is my guy, Ahmad. He is the inventor of this burger. Everything begins with this thin layer of bread, and then he moves on to a hard-boiled egg. Boom! Beef sausage. Then he moves on to something almost alien to me. I'm told this is called chicken ham. This is a ham that is acceptable and halal. Puts a little bit of salad onto each one. A load of these French fries. Now he hits it with some masala. Then he hits it with some salt.
The Afghan burger came to life 21 years ago when this restaurant first opened its doors.
Once the burger is finished, it goes to this man right here, and he puts on a white sauce plus a red sauce.
Back then, it was an instant hit, and it's still going strong now, selling around 2,000 burgers each day.
You don't have to get a burger if you don't want to. You can just do something like this. You can get a plate full of fries, and they'll smother that with toppings as well. Please say the word burger.
Burger.
Does that sound like burger? One more time.
Burger.
Nice. This is a ridiculously affordable
Burger.
$1.12. First, let's talk about this. I love a nice red wiener like this. How is it so bright red? That's what I would like to know. But that is not even the most strange meat on this plate. They call it chicken ham. This is some kind of a processed meat loaf. Perhaps the meat is chicken, but it's certainly not any slice of chicken, and it's not any type of cured ham. But not bad. Next point, Afghanistan. How do they do French fries? Well, oh, it's so limp. When I see them, you know, they look so golden. They fry them in big batches. They pull them out, and I'm so excited for a nice, satisfying crunch, and I get just kind of a soggy, wet bite. So from here, let's move on to this.
The burger.
I also want to hit this with even more sauce. I gotta say, that was a very satisfying bite. The heat of the French fries has worked to kind of steam the bread around it, so all the bread is very soft. Somehow I didn't even get a single piece of the wiener. This tomato ketchup is really bringing it all together. Let's give it another bite. It's beefy, it's got some bite to it, it's fluorescent red, so that's just about all there is to this. It's about 800 calories of pure Afghan indulgence. I mean, it's greasy fries. Even the hot dog and the chicken ham, they're also fried, but then they put a little bit of salad in there for fiber to help you later on the commode. This is our very first food and a great entry because today I want to show you a different side of Afghanistan. Before coming here, I didn't really know what to expect. You just see war-torn images of this country when you watch the news. You see rubble, you see chaos. But then you come here and you realize there's a whole lifestyle here that people in the outside world are completely unaware of. So far you got to see what it was like for me to first arrive in this country. Then you got to see the street food scene in the markets. And yes, you can find super cheap food on the streets, but there's also another side of Afghanistan, and that is the lifestyle of the super rich.
While most Afghans scrape by on a few dollars a day, others do live the rich life by comparison. But here the rich life can mean earning as little as $30,000 a year, with a tiny few making up to 6 figures. But 6 figures in a country like this means